Hello everybody, today we will be looking at how to make working GUIs. I mean a working GUI button which will basically open the GUI, and you can also use the exact same button to close the GUI. And now we'll be using a very simple beginner friendly script for this. And also, do you like how I somehow renamed this? I will also give you a tip to scale them. Ha 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 lol 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 lol. What's this and this and this? Yep, that was simply there to confuse you. There we go. So the first step that you want to do is click on Start to GUI. Now click the plus and insert a screen GUI. Now you can either press F2 on your keyboard or scroll down in your properties and click on name and change the name to whatever your GUI is going to be about. For example, settings or loading screen or main menu. But for this tutorial I'm going to just call it tutorial because this isn't really for anything in specific. So now that you've done that, you want to click on whatever you've named your screen GUI, click on the plus and click on text button. Now make sure to make your GUI visible. I have got a plugin to use this old bit here, but you can also go to view and click on UI visibility next to wireframe rendering and switch windows. So now that you've done that, you can customize your button and whatsoever. Let's say you want the background like that. Let's add a little UI corner just to make it a bit better, yeah, something like that. And also you don't have to customize it at all if you want, but this is just optional and it makes your GUIs look very much better. Change button to, let's say, settings, for example, Game Pass shop, whatever you're making your GUI about. I'm just keeping it as button. Now, click text button, click the plus and insert a local script. And this is an object that contains and runs Lua code on the client player's device instead of the server. If it ran on the server, which is a script, an object that contains and runs Lua code on the server, it would apply to everyone. So we're just going to insert a local script. Now, if you want to be precise, you can rename your local script to something like maybe button script or something like that. So now you need to delete all of the previous code for the print hello world end, and then you need to either type out with me or copy and paste the script from the description or pinned comment. So this script will be script.Parent, remembering the capital P for parent, dot mouse button one click, colon, connect function, then insert two more brackets and then delete one of them. I'll just show you that again. I type in, alright, colon, connect, and then it will pop up with brackets, or should do, and type in function. And now press shift on your keyboard and press that line with that bracket above it or below it, and then press arrow right and then press backspace, and it will create this little bit here. So now we want to go on to line 2 and say script.Parent.Visible equals, hang on a minute, no, actually, first we'll leave the script like that for now. Click on whatever you named your screen GUI and insert a frame. Now soon I will do a beginner's guide for all about ROBLOX Studio. I will also do things like moving, scaling, GUIs and stuff. I'll probably make different stuff also. So now that you've decorated your frame, scroll down and there's this bit called Visible here. And click that so this GUI bit here disappears and it's unchecked. So now we go back to our script and say script.Parent.Parent.Frame or whatever you named your frame. So let's say I named this scripting, for example. Frame would be invalid, so I'd have to do script.Parent.Parent.Scripting. So let me just change that back. So script.Parent.Parent.Frame.Visible space equals space not. And then we copy this bit here again, where it says script.Parent.Parent.Frame.Visible. Yep, just that bit, not the equal sign. And what this basically does is, now that it's not visible, it's going to make it visible when we click on our button, because we're setting it the opposite of what it's already at by using the equals not. So if it's invisible or not visible, what is it not? It's not visible, which then means that it will set it to visible. So now you can take this a little bit further if you want by inserting in your, hang on a minute, just check your visible bit again. In your frame, you can insert another text button. Now, this script will be slightly simpler. I'll just change the colour of it and you can put in text, or it could even be an image button if you wanted. So I've just changed the colour to make it clearer, and in that text button you insert a local script, and then you can go down into the description or pin comment and copy and paste script 2, or you can just follow along with me. For those who are following along with me, script.Parent.mouse button one click :connect function, and we're using those same sorts of funky brackets from earlier. And now we want to do script.Parent.Parent.Visible equals false. Now we don't need to use that not bit, because when script.Parent.Parent, which is our frame, .visible equals false, you're not even going to see the button, and the button won't even be there anymore. You won't even be able to interact with it as if it's an invisible button. So now we can close off all of that. Don't forget to set your frame's visibility back to false after. And now we can go test. Make sure that the button on the side or wherever you positioned it is actually still visible. So now let's go and test to see if this works. So as you can see, we're in our base plate. For some reason I cannot move. I'm clicking this button, it opened it. I click that red button, it closes it. And when I click the green button constantly, it's becoming visible and invisible. But now, what if we want this to be mobile supported? So basically, this can also be done on mobile. So now, what we want to do is go into the description or pin comment and copy and paste the third script. Now, for those who are following along with me, you just copy and paste the one that we already did, start from line 5, and instead of mouse button one click, we're going to change this to touch tap. And now we can do the exact same, copy that touch tap script bit and go into our frame with the text button, and then we can start off at line 5 again and do that touch tap. But instead of that not, we're going to delete that and replace that with false. And also we're going to make sure that it's all correct by doing script.Parent.Parent, which is already our frame.Visible equals false. And now what we've done here is hopefully enabled mobile support. And do feel free to test this on your tablet or phone or whatever. So now, let's say this button that you put, for example, all the way up here, and it's somewhere else on a different screen. Although it does show on ROBLOX Studio that it's already adjusted itself, it actually hasn't. Or what if that's the same with this frame? Well, what we want to do is click on the screen GUI, and where it says appearance, click to device safe area compatibility, screen insets. We click screen insets and click device safe insets, which is just below core UI safe insets and above none. And now, as you can see, it's enabled some of these. And also, if you don't want all of this to appear again when you next spawn, which is good for things like main menus and loading screens, click false. Oh, sorry, I just deleted that. So now we can go and test this. But also on Start to GUI, screen orientation, set it to sensor, so it will automatically adjust. So it doesn't matter if you have your tablet or phone portrait, so upwards, or landscape, which is to side like this. It should still work. And this script here actually still works, even though we've adjusted it a bit to enable mobile support. So now, if you like this video, please like the video. It would be really appreciated, and also tells me that you like the video, really. And if you want more ROBLOX Studio tutorials, please make sure to subscribe. And also, please say your recommendations, or if it didn't work, in the comments. I might be able to help you out. Bye!